Hey, I'm hitting the road this week for the Charge Challenge punishment. I'll be driving safer with Cobra's rad series of radar detectors. Featuring auto-learn technology to adapt to your route, GPS-based alerts, and Bluetooth connectivity, the rad series will ensure you're always one step ahead on the road. Stop by your nearest travel center today to learn more for a smarter, safer driving experience. And watch KFAN.com/watch because the Power Hour is live.
Hey!
Thanks to Quantum Fiber, your world unleashed.
Hi-oh.
Zacho doing the Charts Challenge punishment starting this week.
That's right.
My. This week.
Starts Friday.
He's riding.
It's gone for like 10 days.
He's riding dirty.
Are you riding dirty, Zach?
Sounds
A
awful.
little bit.
Yeah, you'd be
I'd be stupid not to.
Yeah, you'd be riding dirty. I don't even know what it means.
You got to catch me.
They see you rolling.
You're driving like 1 billion hours. We're driving 4 hours next Thursday to go to Fargo.
Yeah.
And then 4 hours back Friday. We're doing like a mini version of what you're doing. It's no big deal.
Yeah, man.
NBD.
Yeah, you're basically going on a family vacation. Just ask on Twitter. That's pretty much what they think you're doing.
Summer vacation.
Yeah,
Are we
just
hanging
across
out
the entire country.
in Fargo? Are we all going to drive up early so we can have dinner?
Who's we?
Us.
No, we do
You.
that.
Him.
We normally
Him.
do
The
that,
other
don't we?
guy.
Nope.
Fargo is a
I can. I
great
have
town.
I have a meeting with the Fargo Board of Tourism.
Oh,
They're
come on.
potentially giving me money.
What? I mean, the whole show, though, right?
No, just me. I'm like
Why?
the Caitlin Clark. If
just
they
about
give it to the whole show, then it's like not fair to the rest of the radio shows in this market. You know?
Huh.
Oh, I guess there's other ones.
Well, if anyone's going early, let me know. I got some spots.
Go to Kroll's.
Hey, you need to get those looked at.
Isn't that in Green Bay?
Oh, that's
It
right.
is.
That is.
The Butterburger.
What's that diner in Fargo?
Perkins?
Yeah.
Al's.
Brewhalla is a super cool place. Hawk, you've been there.
Love that place. Have I been there?
Yes. I think you officiated a wedding, or your band.
Oh, is that where
your
I
band
that was
played.
that bit?
Oh, that was there. Yeah. Okay, got it. Yeah.
It's very eclectic. If you want to buy like soap made in North Dakota, you can do that on the main level. You can get craft beers, gelato, shrimp.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Eclectic. Then you can move up a level, have some snacks, play pinball.
I do like pinball.
There's a lot of options.
You referenced Josh Jamel's wedding. You know,
Well,
Josh,
I was trying to go incognito about
no,
it.
we
but
know.
She
okay.
didn't bring it up.
Josh Jamel was one of the people that got those cases sent out by the Minnesota Vikings for the schedule
Yeah.
release, right? And the
I saw
big
that.
dramatics.
Jamie Erdahl.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. They
Uh-huh.
got the social
Yeah, Steve
videos where
Hummer goes
they
in.
cracked open the treasure case like it's Raiders of the Lost
Yeah,
Ark.
it was a great bit.
And then they got the glass encased schedules. What do you think those are worth? No, I know ultimately
case?
it's
The schedule?
no, just the
The
fact that
opportunity?
the actual. My guess is there's some kind of certificate of authenticity or some kind of stamp to say like these are the 10 that we sent out. Turn them into golden tickets. I wonder what that's actually worth. Now again, ultimately it's just a piece of paper in a glass case, but some crazy Viking fan would pay a ton of money for that, knowing
they
that there's
would.
only 10 of them.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
I don't
good
know how many
point.
they sent, but I wonder how much that would be on eBay. And is it worth more than my Lego set?
Yeah.
Yes. Nobody wants your damn Lego
Well, who
set.
wants a Viking schedule? I can just Google it.
What if the Vikings play above expectations and have this crazy great season? Now that schedule might be worth even more.
So it is truly a lottery ticket in glass.
Correct.
I like that, Marnes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Ask your guy Josh if he'll sell it to the Power 2 Morning Show for $20.
Well, has anyone
Talk
asked him
about
if
it.
he'll join us on Friday morning?
I tried
next
to get
week?
him to Hootie Hoo, but he didn't say a word.
No.
I know.
No, but
Jamel
okay.
hates me.
I'm not gonna.
But you weren't going to what?
I was gonna take it in a poor direction.
Which is?
Be right on par for this show.
I got
Okay,
it.
well, okay. Let's I'll check back with you.
Okay.
Well, it's gonna be fun. We're at the Fargo Dome, though, right, for that show?
I don't know.
I don't have
I
any
really don't
idea.
know.
Is that where we are?
Well, how are we supposed to tell people
Hello.
to come and watch us?
I know we've had people since we mentioned we were going to Fargo a week or two ago. I've had so many people on Twitter go like, "Hey, when and where?" And I go, "I don't know.
I have a
I don't even
question.
respond. I
We
have no
know
idea.
when.
I have
It's
a question.
Next week, Friday.
5:30 to 9 next Friday morning. Yes, Paul, your hand
What's
up.
in it for the listeners?
Nothing.
Photo ops during commercial breaks.
Right.
You
Initials.
love taking photos with people.
I don't mind it. Sauce hates it.
I do not. No, I don't hate taking pictures with people. I
Thanks,
love
Tommy
people.
Wiseau.
Last year, somebody brought a football, and it tracked because we were in the Fargo Dome. But remember us running? I remember running a route, catching a pass during a break.
Wasn't that 2 years ago?
That might have been
knows?
2 years
We don't
ago.
know what's going on.
Yeah.
They run together.
Um,
Well, I'm excited. I can't wait. I hope people show up. I hope we all have dinner.
No.
I might
not
be
gonna
hanging out with
happen
my
with this.
mom. So if you guys don't mind if Lola joins us, it'll be a good time.
Whatever Lola wants.
Yeah.
sounds like the main
gets-
reason we're going to be there
What?
next Friday
Please,
is
Ryan.
You know the song.
That's
This-
a song.
Burger Royale contest. 18 restaurants throughout the area, mostly downtown Fargo, are vying for the best burger.
Oh, hell yeah.
It kicks off with us apparently next Friday.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's what Abbott's texted me.
Well, I'm in.
Abbott, you didn't block Abbott's number?
He says the restaurant is Beer Fish that you will be outside of.
That's
Ooh, outdoors.
Outdoors, whatever Beer
Oh my
Fish
God, we're
restaurant
gonna
is.
freeze our-
Is it the word beer and the word fish?
Yeah, but Abbott always voice texts. So
Yeah.
it-
It is
I-
beer, it's beer and fish.
beer and fish. Okay.
This place looks sweet.
He voice texts all the time, so sometimes you do have to question
Beer
whether or
and
not it's the
fish
right word.
Don't
combination.
wear
It's the
shorts.
word.
Text while you're driving, Chad. Do it right.
Yeah.
It's like
Get
everybody
your
else
life
does.
together.
But he's not. His hands aren't even like. It's not that he can't. It's even when he's doing nothing, he's doing the voice.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got-
live
I've seen him
voice
do it in
text.
his
True.
office. Yeah.
He's got drop
Yeah.
hand.
Yep.
Everybody
Stuff
loves
drop hand.
I don't think I've
God.
ever voice texted. Not
No.
once.
Oh,
Well,
seriously?
I don't
give it a
think so.
shot. Get
I
into
don't
the-
think I have
I think
either.
it's
in
the new
40th
norm.
century.
No.
I'd rather
Well, if you're in
like
the
talk to,
car,
I'd rather text and drive.
I'd rather watch porno.
It's easy. I just wait for a stoplight or something, or just wing it.
You'd rather do what, Hawk?
I'm sorry?
Did you say I'd rather watch a porno?
How dare you? What? What a weird, what?
Yeah, I heard it. That's
Out of
what he said.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Accusing me. Hi, Rosie.
Yes.
My name's Chris.
Yes. Hi,
I'd like
Chris.
to ask you about something.
Okay.
Major League Baseball is opening an investigation into another player about sports gambling.
Oh, boy.
The league is now
It's
looking into allegations that former Los Angeles Angels infielder David Fletcher gambled with an illegal bookie. ESPN reported late last week that Fletcher has bet on sports with the Southern California bookmaker, who also took wagers from Shohei Ohtani's longtime interpreter.
Boy.
The 29-year-old currently plays for the Gwinnett Strippers, which
What?
is the AAA affiliate of the Atlanta Braves.
That's their nickname?
Interesting.
I don't
What's
know.
That
the
seems to be
mascot?
the
look
story there. You're not going to get away with it. I don't know. The difference is Ohtani wasn't gambling. His interpreter was. And they're saying that this kid was gambling, or was he?
Yes, they're saying he was the gambler.
Well, that's a bigger issue.
That's a big problem, isn't it?
Yeah, big issue.
Can we
Yeah.
change? I don't like the term. Can we just change gambling to living?
Yeah.
Well,
No.
sure. If you have a problem, I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
Gambling whales.
Living.
Ask Pete
Living.
Rose.
Living
Kicks
whales.
ass.
Yeah, living whales.
Yeah, living wills.
Yeah.
Flying to many destinations is cheaper this year compared to last year. Average fares to Europe are down 8% this summer compared to last,
Really?
when they were posting record highs. Europe is the most popular trip abroad.
Abroad.
Genius.
I don't know why the ladies like going to Europe so much.
There were a lot of people who went to see Taylor Swift abroad because
she
flights
is.
were cheaper. The concert ticket was cheaper. It was the same price to fly, stay in a hotel, and see the show overseas than it was
Isn't
for a
your
lot of people
tour-
to just see it in the United States.
Isn't there a tour going out in Europe now or soon? I think she's.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
It's like the same
gone.
reason people go to Thailand for prostitution. It's more expensive in Vegas.
Wow.
Right.
Little John's here. What?
No, I've heard that a lot though. A lot of people are doing that. Not the prostitution thing in Thailand.
The flying to
A lot
Europe.
of people
flying to
are doing
Europe.
that.
Speaking of John,
John Bonus.
No, like a John.
Oh, well, I'm just saying John Bonus goes all over the world. I wonder why he's going where he's going.
Oh,
You
He's
don't
spent
know
a lot
that.
of time
Johnny
in Japan.
Bueno.
A lot of time
That's
in
that's
Japan.
not our Johnny Bonus.
You don't know that. Never truly trust another human
I
being.
trust
Never.
John Bonus.
Alaska, American, Delta, JetBlue, and United are all raising their checked bag fees this year,
My
Of
goodness.
course.
generally by $5 more per bag.
God, I hate checking bags.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
Carry on
You
every
know what?
time.
So does my doctor.
Okay.
Or does he?
Well, if he was that one doctor you're talking about, he'd just cut it right off.
It would.
Man.
Why?
Yeah, you guys missed that
brains.
story a couple
I
hours
heard
ago.
it. I heard you
So I
talking
don't
about
want to
it.
know.
We were talking about slicing.
Okay.
Marbles.
Did you know, Rosie, that they used to speed surgery because you'd bleed out? I didn't know that.
They used to what?
They would go as quickly as they could because during early surgery you
Was
would
this during the
bleed out.
Revolutionary War? Or
I don't know. I
something?
wasn't
Then
listening to
too,
that part.
probably.
I mean, I know they were amputating limbs during the Civil War or something, and a guy would, they would just, okay, get over here next. And 50-50 chance you might survive, probably wouldn't.
That's basically the story from 100 plus years ago, whatever.
Right.
A guy that was unbelievably fast at
I saw
surgeries,
that.
was so fast
Yeah.
that he accidentally cut off a nut once because he was racing to cut off a leg and
Cut off his assistant's finger, too.
exactly that was the story
Yeah.
we were referencing.
Right.
You nailed it.
I did see that
There
story.
you go.
Yeah.
Hey, Marnie,
Good. Hi. Yeah.
are you from Garrison, North Dakota?
No, but I know where that is. I'm from north of there. Minot.
Fort Stevenson State Park in North Dakota celebrated its 50th anniversary by breaking a delicious world record on Saturday.
Okay.
The park became the site of the most people making s'mores at a single location. And a Guinness World Records judge was on site to make it official. I wonder if that was our buddy Mike. Up until now, the world record was 891 people, but 1,150 people showed
shattered.
up and made s'mores at Fort Stevenson on Saturday.
We shattered it.
Shadoobie.
Now, did they have options? Because we've talked about s'mores on this show before, and I've given you my preference for Ritz crackers over graham crackers.
What?
Because
I
they
didn't- what is
add a
What's wrong
salt-
with you?
Don't talk
Ritz
to me like that.
crackers.
Wait, Ritz crackers?
Have you
s'mores?
have you tried it? So you're just
never even heard of it,
No, I
and you
wouldn't
said
want
you
to.
know
No, I would try it, and here's
Peanut
why.
butter on it.
they're buttery and salty and
Correct.
delicious.
Correct. It's the salty and sweet combo. I would eat that. Shocking, but that sounds amazing.
Eat it, but it's not as good as a graham cracker.
S'more
I bet
is
it's-
fine.
I bet it's better
but
than
you
you
know
think.
what it does is dry. A graham cracker s'more
Well
is
said.
dry. A Ritz s'more
But the Ritz crackers are so
Is
small. You need a
Bun bar.
Yeah.
button bar.
Bud bar.
Max,
one
you-
marshmallow, a
Yes.
standard Ritz cracker with one marshmallow and 2 to 3 squares of a Hershey bar.
Let's do it.
Is perfect. And
Zacko, run to
you can
Cub.
tell me it's not good after you've
Correct.
tried
Yeah,
it.
no, I
Rosie.
guarantee you it's good.
But you
I'm
can't.
sure it's okay.
Yes.
It's
I love
more
Ritz
than
crackers.
okay.
You know what else would fit perfectly on one of those? A Reese cup.
Dude, you got to give us time to
Reese.
guess.
Yeah.
Reese cup. Have you ever tried that?
A
Corey's pet
Reese's
peeve.
cup? That one?
Copyright Mitch Hedberg.
Isn't a Reese cup?
Right.
Either way, that instead of Hershey's chocolate is just as good, if
Yeah,
not better.
it's a little. It's too much. I find then that it's overwhelmed with Reese's, and I'll just eat a Reese's peanut butter cup, which
Never
I'll
seen
do.
anyone
Thank
do
you very
that.
much. Especially the themed ones, like the heart at Valentine's Day and the tree during Christmas. Oh my God, those are so good. But traditional s'more with Ritz cracker, and if you don't like it, that's fine. But you have to try it and then
I'll
decide.
try it. I'll
Rosie,
keep an open mind.
Yeah, Rosie, you made it sound like she was putting sardines instead of graham crackers.
Yeah.
I bet it's great. I'm going to try that.
Thank you, Sauce.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not try it.
Button bar.
Appreciate your open mindedness.
Really
Yeah,
gross.
thanks, Rose.
Jesus.
Hey, what do you
Great
think?
bit.
A
Is that a
prowler.
monocle you're wearing?
My readers.
I know.
Cheaters.
That is cool.
I wonder if there's a difference between a guy just looking in people's windows and an actual prowler. Because this guy here they're looking for is described as a prowler. Police are searching for a man who allegedly broke into a house in San Diego, started removing his clothes and asking for Bibles.
Oh, he's
He's
back.
9 to
He's
noon.
on.
9 to noon.
He's back today. Yeah, he's back today.
The break-in happened early Saturday morning before Canterbury opened.
Yeah, that,
Brilliant.
The homeowner, who only wanted to be identified as Carol,
Yeah.
Terrible.
was home with her mom. She tells NBC7 after confronting the man and asking him to leave, the man began asking rambling questions about JJ.
Yeah.
Questions like, are you a baby or are you a puppy?
Can I tickle your supple sides?
Yeah. Sounds like him.
Jeez.
Our guy.
When she stepped away to retrieve some Bibles, I guess he wanted the Bibles, and returned, the man began getting undressed. Soon after the police arrived and announced they were entering the house, the man slipped out of the house, and police are reviewing a neighbor's surveillance footage. Anyone with information, please call Crime Stoppers. This happened in San Diego. I'm not sure it was PA, but I don't know why that guy was a prowler, I
Prowler?
should say. Like, what made him a prowler?
As opposed to what?
What are your other options?
A prowler is someone
Peeping
who's
Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah, they secretly follow people or hide near their houses, especially at night, in order to steal something, frighten them, or perhaps harm them.
Gee.
Okay. All right. So that's the definition of a prowler.
So it's kind of a stalker without a permanent target.
Yeah, a peeping Tom is a person who obtains sexual gratification by observing others surreptitiously.
Yeah, it's close.
What if you're a peeping prowler?
So between prowler, stalker, and peeping Tom, then which one is PA?
Prowler.
No.
All the above.
Marty McFly's dad was a peeping Tom.
He's a
So was
peeping
Ted Bundy.
Tom.
Oh.
Ted
See,
Bundy was
those
a
are
peeping
different
Tom.
levels
Dude wore
of
binoculars or had binoculars to look in windows.
Yes,
What a creep.
that's something they kind of skip right over. Like if I went back to the future and I went back to like 1965, the year my dad met my mom, and I found out my dad was watching her through the windows, I'd be like, yeah, let that guy, when he falls out of the tree, get hit by a car. That guy's weird, man.
You're going to not ever be born.
You understand if he isn't peeping in the windows, you don't exist.
And by
Yeah,
the way,
but I- but
he
that
can't
You
help
had
it.
to
He's
peep in the
so old.
windows or you're not sitting here.
And
What,
maybe
Hawk?
he did it with good intentions. Maybe he was just like, this woman is so beautiful. I'm
I knew
just
where your
gonna-
mom lived.
I'm
Yeah,
going to
I know. You
take
were
it
handing
in.
him the binoculars, Rosie, you weirdo.
What if he was
was
checking the
12.
structural engineering of the building to
Yeah,
make sure
he was-
she didn't fall?
Checking her for lumps.
Right.
Oh, Hawk.
God.
You guys are
Was
weird,
it your
man.
mom's birthday?
Yeah,
It was
Sunday.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
What a great gal.
I know. I'm just saying that's kind of weird, right? Like if you knew your dad was a peeping Tom, and the reason you found out is you stumbled upon a time machine and you said, I'm going to go back and see when my parents first met.
Do you think any of us
All understand all of this so far. Keep going.
And you were dropped off in, let's say, 1965 in St. Louis Park. And you were like, oh, hey, I know this area. Then you look and you
Yep.
go, who's that weirdo looking in that window? Well, that's my dad.
Do you think any of us really want to know what our parents did when they were their teens
He's not
or
my dad.
20s? They were just
He's
as
your daddy.
Again,
Weird as all
everything
of
that
us.
my dad did up until the second I was born, I'm 100% fine with. If I found out my dad just started being a peeping
Yeah, good
Tom
point.
3 years ago,
Yeah.
80s.
I'd go, what are you doing?
Yeah,
The
Dad.
twin scuttlebutt is not through that lady's window. That's just
He just
A lot
loves
of butt.
cans.
I'm just
He
saying,
does.
Sauce, if you go back in the time machine and you see a sign for an enchantment under the sea dance, just don't go.
Yeah, no, I'm not going.
unless you want to hear the birth of rock and roll,
Yeah.
because that's where it started.
Manure.
Chuck Berry's cousin.
What if you found out your dad was into manure?
Go ahead.
Are you talking to Hawk?
I was talking to you.
Oh, no, that's not my dad. My dad may be weird, but he's not into that
How
stuff
do you know?
like Hawk's dad. I
Again,
don't know,
what
Hawk,
if
what's my
his
dad
love
into?
of manure is the only reason you're here and we just don't know it?
I don't
can't
think
knock
my
it then.
dad's into manure.
I don't know. Might be, might not be.
Hawk, what's my dad into?
Whatever I tell him to be into.
Oh, my God.
Right now, he's into a little onesie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Why?
Because I like to make him walk around sucking his thumb. I said thumb.
Yeah, he looks like Thing 1 or Thing 2 from Cat in the Hat.
This got weird, man.
Oh, yeah, just now.
it's just at this moment.
Anyway, that's sports.
That was
That was sports.
sports. We'll do headlines when the Power Trip Morning Show returns. More
Thank
with
you,
Marty
Builders
and
and
Mark.
Remodelers.
Thanks to Builders and Remodelers on the Fan.
Thank you. Bye. Yeah!
2 decades in the making.
2.
Your Timberwolves are in the Western Conference Finals. Come howl with Nordo for a Game 1 watch party tomorrow night at the Free House starting at 6:30 p.m. Enjoy great food and free house beer and register to win great prizes. Full details at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Hootie hoo!
We're dancing. We're having a dance party.
I don't know what's happening.
They're just dancing.
We're having
With
fun.
their shirts on.
They both look
I
handsome.
barely recognize either of you.
It's
Yeah,
like Ellen.
I'm not taking my shirt off on tape anymore for free.
People have to pay extra for that.
Right.
Well, it's the Joker, right, from The Dark Knight. If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Is that what he say that?
He does say that
He
in
does,
the movie.
yeah.
He also says hi.
It's a great dialogue.
That's not bad, Hawk.
Thanks.
Hi. Beautiful.
Well, how long have you?
No, you try, Rose.
I miss Heath.
Okay.
Now it's time for headlines.
I miss bars. Heath bars are
100%
so good.
the best.
Try that on a s'more, Rosie.
I would.
And then get back to me.
Not on a Ritz damn cracker.
Button bar.
I think they make Heath Bar Blizzards still, don't they?
They do.
Yeah. I bet those are pretty good.
Fantastic.
Sure they
Yeah.
are, yeah.
Sure.
Same thing at Culver's, the concrete mixers with Heath. Streaming premiere of Dune Part 2 on Max. Never saw it in the
Pretty good.
theater.
Son loved it.
Everybody
Pretty good,
loved it. If you want to watch it, it's on Max starting today.
It's on you.
I guess so. I mean, I do got the link.
It was crazy how, was it George Lucas? Almost every director came out of the woodwork and said, this is exactly what sci-fi movies should be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everybody raved about it.
It's cool.
People in the industry.
Got to
just
see
crazy
it on
that
the big
it-
screen and Max, IMAX, all that stuff. You got to see it.
Seeing
The
it
way
in
it's
IMAX was nuts.
Intended to be, yes.
Oh, Corey, I have to interrupt you.
Go.
Listen to this story.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to do the old sponsor bit before you do that.
Yeah.
Wolf River Electric
That's
brings
right.
you a headline if you want to get turned on.
I do.
There's so many ways to do it, but the easiest way is to get solar panels. Go solar with Wolf River Electric.
And that reminds me, did we talk any twins at around 7:20 and mention the sponsor for the twins?
They're brought to you by Quantum Fiber.
Thank you.
I don't think we did mention the twins.
Just in case.
No, they've lost 7 straight. It's
I think
over.
the Twins are happy the Wolves are doing what they're doing right now, and the fact that
Well
they're not
said,
really
Rose.
on TV because they are a disaster right now. And Rocco's losing his bleep. Yeah, they just got thrashed last night right by Washington, and this
Yeah.
is after getting swept over the weekend. And what a hot and cold team! It's hard to explain. And Pablo Lopez looks like he's regressed. I mean, he got torched last night, and I don't know. Buxton's back, and he got thrown out at home plate, I guess, and still waiting for Royce Lewis, and just kind of a hot mess right now.
I don't understand any of this stuff, and you're a poker aficionado, Corey, so help me. A Connecticut man spent $5 making a side bet that ultimately won him nearly $2 million in Las Vegas.
This is going to be one of those ultimate Texas Hold'em bits, right? I don't know how those work.
Joseph Nardello made the win through the Millionaire Progressive, which allows customers to place a $5 side bet while playing table games at the Venetian Resort. Nardello was playing 3-card poker on May 10th,
Okay.
where he was dealt a spade royal flush. That's pretty cool. That unlocked the mega tier of the Millionaire Progressive. From there, Nardello made a $5 side bet, allowing him to win the mega tier and rake in $1.9 million.
Wish I could help. I don't know how those table
Okay, all
games
right.
work.
All right.
Yeah.
Progressive ones, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Good for him.
And a $5 bet.
Yeah, and a $5 bet.
Can I ask a stupid question?
Yeah, go ahead. Sure.
What is the diff? Like, what makes Texas Hold'em compared to regular poker core?
Well, like regular poker, like if you want to, I don't know if there is a regular
Is
poker.
it just like a bunch of different variations and stuff?
Yeah, regular poker back in the day, like draw poker is you get 5 cards.
5-card stud.
Nobody gets to share community cards. It's just I have 5 cards. You don't know what I have.
Okay.
Right.
Hold'em, everybody gets 2 hold cards, and then there's 5 community cards that you share.
Okay.
Good question.
That's the main
that
difference.
makes sense to me now.
Yeah. The old
Are deuces
Western-
wild?
No.
Okay.
But this kind of story that Chris is talking about, this is I don't want to say it's like blackjack, but it's the equivalent of blackjack. You're playing against the house. You're not playing against other players at the table.
Okay.
This is
Everybody's
that's why I don't play
3-card
this.
poker. Yeah.
Yep. It's a lot of money though.
Yeah, man.
Those side bets are fun.
Yeah, Zach, you
Especially-
crush blackjack side bets, right?
Yeah.
So
never
explain to
do
these
that
fellas
either.
what you do.
So the main one is Trilux, which is if your 2 cards that you get in the dealer's card make up a poker hand, so a straight, a flush,
Right.
straight flush, whatever, you get, it depends on what the casino you're at, but it's 9-1. So
Okay.
Holy, really?
there's that one. There's a thing called Blazing Sevens, and that's a progressive. That's kind of like what this one is a little bit, where if you get 3-7 of diamonds, you get $50-something thousand plus. So.
What?
But you have to put your money down before the hand is
Yes,
dealt.
Exactly.
Of course.
So it's a long-term sucker bet. It's obviously the odds are not in your favor at all.
It's for entertainment, really, because
Right.
it's fun. Like if you get Delta 7, you know, you go, oh, here we go, and then maybe another 7, and then you're hoping the deal. I mean, it's a way to I don't know, juice the game a bit.
Yeah. But if you're swinging big, it's something to do.
You
Sure.
don't put a significant amount of money down on that side bet. You shouldn't, but I mean,
Plus gambling whales.
What were you saying, Mark?
It's like the thing I love about slot machines where
Yes.
you are trying to get the 3 coins that give you bonus spins, but also if you get a lot of buffalo, you'll win that way. And if you get just a wild, sometimes the animals change to wilds. Like there are different ways to win, and so this would be similar where you're not just like old school where you're just looking for like diamond, and that's the only way to win.
It's a perfect comparison because, you know, in those slot machines, they have like the wheel or whatever, and then you get the first one, it's like, yes, and then the second one's like, yes, and then the third one, and it takes forever to spin. Like, that's what the feeling of that
the
is.
anticipation of that third one. Yeah, the music goes up.
Oh, my gosh. And then when they don't give it to you, and you just
Whoa.
cuss out the machine.
You what?
right.
I think he said cuss. I'm not sure. Sounded gross.
Yeah,
Tip it
so
over.
Gross.
We've heard this in the past, but I don't know why it's making the news yet again. Pat Sajak's last episode of Wheel of Fortune is going to be June 7th. I thought they announced it like 3 or 4 weeks ago. Didn't we already do this story?
Yeah,
I thought we did,
around
yeah.
the
I thought
We
time
did,
here.
unless I'm forgetting it. But Friday, June 7th is his final
And does
episode.
what's his face take over right away then?
I assume in the fall.
Not
I
till
can't remember what's his face.
Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan
Oh, that's
Seacrest.
right.
He's
Yeah.
never had a job before in television.
No.
Yeah, never mind.
him.
Can't wait to see if
They
it works.
reruns then? Because normally
Yeah,
they
reruns
don't.
in the summer probably.
Okay.
Ken Jennings is a good Jeopardy host.
He's very good.
I think he's very good. So, but it took a while to get used to it. But now I think he's fantastic.
'Cause they have the auditions going for a while, as we know. What's him? Bialik?
Yeah, Maya Bialik was doing the
She
night
was-
shows.
right.
He was doing. She was doing the big tournaments and stuff, and then he was doing the daily one. Well, that Mike Richards or whatever his name was the guy that
forgot
was
about
going to be
that.
the permanent
Kramer?
host and then screwed it up.
Yeah.
Kramer.
Don't give him a hot mic.
Yeah, right.
I don't know who this guy is, but apparently former Red Sox pitcher Austin Maddox. Don't know that name at all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of him.
Sakes.
I've seen the video on TMZ. It is straight To Catch a Predator all over again.
I did see that.
He was caught in a child predator sting. He went to
man.
meet a girl that he thought was 14. And then as soon as he got to the door, the TMZ has the video of the, I don't know,
Like
9
8 cops.
SWAT
Yeah.
guys on the other side just basically crushing through the door and just tackling him on the lawn.
They went Harrison Smith on the bit.
Yeah,
they
I mean,
tackled him, put him down.
I will still argue it's some of the best TV ever made.
For sure.
Because you want those guys to go to
What?
jail forever. It's
Yeah.
real drama
Correct.
because this is
When you have the dialogue, though, when it was Chris Hansen, was that the
Chris
guy's
Hansen
name?
would read the
As opposed to just
text
looking at
back,
the video,
right.
when you have the guy come in, and then they had the hidden camera, and he was waiting in the kitchen. And,
Oh, my God.
Think of the balls of Chris Hansen in Dateline. You have a child predator in the home.
feet away from you.
In the home and go, have a seat. not don't make a run for it or don't go anywhere or you know,
Right.
there's no threat. Just a very nice. Remember that he almost always had cookies or something. He would just say, "Have a seat," and the guy would be like, "Oh, great. Hopefully, I can
Are
talk
you
my
her
way out of
dad?
this."
That was
How many times do you think they
man.
actually sprinted out before
A
they
couple
even-
times.
Yeah.
It definitely happened a couple times. They made a run for it,
Yeah.
and of course, the cops are ready for it.
Right.
No matter how obvious it was, they never ever were just like, yeah, you got me.
I actually saw one guy do that one time.
Really?
Yeah, yep.
Yep. And I think he thought, because I think I know which one you're talking about, Chris. I think I've seen every episode, but
He was a white guy.
Is that the is that the one where he thought that he could get away with it because he admitted it?
It almost felt
Yeah.
like I know I got to stop this. I'm a bad person. He tried to play the reverse guilt card, like, man, this is my wake up call. I got to start over. Yeah, your wake up call is going to be in prison for the next handful of years, buddy.
Yeah.
You're going to wake up every day in prison, as you should. In fact, never let you out. Can't cure that.
No,
I would love to see a version of To Catch a Predator, and the crime is much less, but I would love to see a To Catch a Tweeter, where you would have these people who tweet some of these absolutely vile, just terrible, disgusting things, and they're personal. Have the person with Chris Harrison, like say it's Corey. And
Chris Harrison from The Bachler, not Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen.
Then you give him a rose.
And then Corey can actually walk in and say, Let's sit down.
That'd be great.
And it will show you all the tweets. And you said this about me, and then you said this to me, and then you said this about my family. And
I got one of those yesterday.
And just be able to
I apologize,
confront.
Rose.
There's
Doesn't happen to
such
me
a
yet.
satisfaction, as you said, Corey. The satisfaction in this show of seeing it happen right there and knowing that guy or gal, usually guy, is going to get exactly what's coming to him, and I'm going to get to watch it.
There's a lot
Aren't there people you'd like to do that too?
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah, that'd be great. There's actually a lot of one of my best friends showed me that there's a lot of independent people that are kind of making their own To Catch a Predator stuff, like on TikTok and YouTube, which is obviously kind of dangerous. And they've gotten some people that weren't guilty a couple of times, but there's a lot of people that are doing like their own independent kind of To Catch a Predator shows out there on the internet.
Here's a random fact for the day. Did you guys know that the charger for a MacBook has a tiny computer inside of it that regulates power flow?
Zacko?
What?
I did.
I do.
That does sound like
computer
something Zach would
within the
know.
computer.
There's a computer inside your charger.
Yeah, it helps. It doesn't. It helps so it doesn't
Overheat?
Yeah, because those things can get hot.
Hey-oh!
And yeah,
Chris, how many times in the last, 22 plus years have you said, I think this is going to be the biggest movie of all time?
maybe 4 times.
He said it about
If
if he
I
said
did
it
not
about
say it about
Suicide Squad.
I did say it about that. Admittedly, it wasn't my fault.
This
It
isn't
was-
the Coster
He
movie.
said it
is
about Madam Web.
No.
I did not say it about Madam Web.
I believe Chris is going to say it yet again about the upcoming horror movie, The Substance.
I think it looks great. It looks awesome. Have you seen the trailer?
No.
Well,
Okay.
tell them about it, Corey.
61-year-old Demi Moore does full frontal nudity.
See what I'm saying?
Oh,
61-year-old
All of
Demi, full frontal
Remember
nudity.
when she was in that movie, Show Your Hooters? Or whatever that-
Striptease.
that was- yeah, yeah.
Burt Reynolds.
You're Hooters.
What's not the name?
Yeah.
It was striptease, and I think at the time she broke the record for highest paid actress of all time.
She was trying to
What was the name of the
raise
movie,
money
Hawk?
for her daughter.
In this movie, Demi Moore plays an aging actress who uses a mysterious technology to create a younger, better version of herself, and that version is played by Margaret Qualley. Don't know who that is.
let me take
Should I
a
know
look.
that person?
I don't know.
Wally.
Margaret.
Anyway, 61. Look at Demi.
She was in the leftover. Oh, she's in the Nice Guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
How do I know this girl?
She was. Yeah, she was in the Nice
yeah,
Guys.
she's the okay. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, one of the best films of all time.
Oh, so
she's
good.
the Marilyn Manson girl, not Marilyn Manson, Charles Manson girl that Brad Pitt picks up on the side of the road.
Oh,
That girl.
okay. Right.
I think she
With
was.
blue eyes.
Yeah.
Also, if
Yeah,
you've seen
recognize her.
Poor Things, I think she was the alternate, like the second version of Emma
Second
Stone
That's
in
exactly
Poor
right.
Things. Yeah.
She's really good. I like
She
her.
was
a
good in
lot.
that movie.
Man, there's no better film in the last 10 years than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I don't
I've
care who
never
you are.
seen
It
it.
was-
Have you seen it, Core?
It's so good.
Outrageous.
So
Yeah.
good.
I mean, it was Tarantino's imagination, and literally Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It makes you, unfortunately, it's very sad because
Yeah.
too bad it didn't happen that way.
Yeah, no kidding.
Rosie, will you see The Substance opening night?
No, probably not.
Will you see it
opening
at
night.
all?
Sure.
it's
I'm
called
a
The
movie guy.
Substance.
I go to see.
Yeah,
movies. I was just-
because you're in the
I'm a-
movies.
Well, I was just talking about Coster. He just got a standing ovation, brought him to tears for this. I think it's kind of his. I don't think it's a swan song, but it's a 2-part. It's not Tarantino like where it's going to be like a year apart. It's a month apart. It's a 2-parter based on. It comes like the Yellowstone type of.
Did you know it was going to be a 2-part film? I didn't know that till I saw the trailer.
I think we talked about when
We
it.
probably
But
did.
yeah,
Getting rave reviews. I mean,
Really?
literally
What's it
at
called?
the Cannes Film Festival.
it's
I
called Show Your...
It's not that.
The sequel?
is that what it's called?
No,
Well,
it's
just look it up. I'm sure
Going
it's-
West or something.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely
it's called
Coster at his
Five
best.
Goes West.
No, it's called Go West.
Oh, great. point.
Subtitle King of Wishful
Oh
Thinking.
hell yeah!
Go West Wales.
It's
doesn't it?
called Horizon.
Horizon, an
There it is.
American saga.
Yeah, he cried and cried.
Looks phenomenal.
It's a terrible title, actually. The whole An American Saga makes it sound like a straight-to-DVD movie. Just call it
does.
Horizon.
It sounds like something you
You're
see
right.
when you're checking out at Target and it's like $2.99. You're like, I don't want
It has
that.
27% on Rotten Tomatoes.
There's no way.
Wait, what?
It isn't out yet.
It
Yeah,
can't
I
be the same
don't. I
movie.
don't know how. Maybe it's something different. It says
It must
50%
be,
on
because it
Metacritic
got,
and 27%
my
on Rotten
God.
Tomatoes.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, that'll be a
Yeah, no, even Wikipedia says, on review aggregator website, Rotten Tomatoes, 27%.
Whoa. He just got this amazing ovation.
Yeah, people went crazy for him.
Yeah, when does it come out?
June, I think, isn't
Yes,
it?
pretty soon.
Yeah, 27%. Maxwell's right.
Oh, that's awful.
That sucks.
It comes out this depressing.
It comes out in June, an American month.
Yeah, like 28. How can it already have a score?
There's a review in the Hollywood Reporter that says critics slam Kevin Costner's Horizon and American Saga. Quote, a clumsy slog beyond saving.
Those are my favorite kind of movies. I love clumsy slogs.
Didn't that guy on Friday in Duluth call you a clumsy slog?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
What did he say? Big, burly, and not too smart?
Yeah, he did.
That is a very mean
I'm just looking for the
review.
exact quote because I need to tell my tattoo artist.
Oh, well, it's a good thought. It gets back to with the Demi Moore movie.
Yeah,
Which
I'm
is
with you.
called what, Hawk?
I don't remember. Joyride?
Joyride.
Tell me what show this reminds you of. This is a very easy one, but still. A 69-year-old... Well, no. A 69-year-old woman in Alabama was arrested after stealing floral arrangements from grave sites.
Oh, good old Larry David. Yeah.
That's straight out of Curb.
Curb, yeah.
The old roadside...
Such a great scene.
That's what I'm looking for.
God.
Roadside...
A memorial.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was so Larry.
So good.
So I've never sat through it, but I've heard multiple people say there are documentaries that the recycling system in this country is an absolute disaster, that it really doesn't work. We're all going through the motions. We all feel better about recycling, but ultimately,
doesn't
almost all of it ends up in landfill anyway, and it's just we're wasting our time. We're not doing it correctly. Do you guys recycle pizza boxes? And do you feel confident that you know whether or not you're supposed to?
Hold on.
It's one of those items I think you go, does it belong in the garbage?
Correct,
or
because it's got
recycling?
food all over it and
You have to get
grease
the
and all that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I throw them out.
See,
I'll dump the remaining crusts or whatever out and recycle it.
And try to recycle
And I
it,
also recycle if
Try.
I make a frozen pizza, that cardboard circular thing, I will
7th
recycle
Ave.
that.
That's true.
That 7th Avenue cardboard.
well, this headline isn't going to answer a lot of those questions,
No.
but it does say that I think pizza boxes confuse some people. New York City is setting up special recycling bins specifically for pizza boxes.
Especially in New York. There's so much to go. Yeah, and interesting.
Don't know.
So then after you have your pizza, you've got to save your pizza box and then walk it down to that receptacle the next day.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I mean, that's the concept.
I think, yeah.
Mostly individual size pieces that you get in New York.
Hockey.
That was too far to say on the radio.
Yeah.
I really wanted to.
What he
but-
does to the pizza box.
Oh, okay.
Or the box in general.
His way of cleaning it before he throws it away.
What?
He's in the clean plate club.
Why are you looking at me like that? You don't even know what I was saying.
She knows. Yes, Marnes, she knows.
All right, another question for the group. How quickly when you wake up do you kind of start scrolling?
Oh.
How quickly do you go through your phone?
5 minutes.
Within the first 5 minutes?
Normally, if I can see.
What did Hawk do?
Well, come on. Again, guess.
What is happening?
What are you looking at me for? He's the one laughing. Don't get
Did
me
he do
disappointed,
this?
Marty.
Of course.
Oh,
I mean,
Rosie,
yeah.
you're proud of me and you know it.
Rosie, quit making that motion. That's the first thing you do, Hawk?
Well, you got to wake up. Nature's coffee.
Oh.
I am in the shower within 2 minutes of my alarm going
Perfect.
off, which
You are.
means while I
waiting.
throw the water on and it takes 10 seconds to get warmed up or whatever, I'm
Looking at your phone?
getting my
doing
getting
the
the stream
helicopter?
going. So not that kind of stream. Getting the old Fox Sports Radio Ben Maller stream going,
Sure.
and I'm scrolling Twitter. So
What time is this? 4:30 or so?
yeah, but within 60 to 90 seconds of
Yeah,
waking
I
up,
think
my
that's-
phone is on and I'm already.
Everyone has their routine,
Ready to
I
go.
think, pretty much. A lot of it has to do with coffee.
I look at mine before I shower, yeah.
You look at your what?
My phone.
You can see
I
it?
do not. I only do if it's a sleep in day, like a Saturday or Sunday, and I don't have to get up right away for work.
Then you're scrolling.
Yes.
A neuroscientist recommends that we wait 20 plus minutes after waking up before we reach for our phones and start scrolling. They're saying
Why?
let your brain wake up. Don't start scrolling in your phone for at least 20 minutes.
But like, how many people use their phone as an alarm? That's me.
A lot.
right?
yeah,
Yes.
but then you could just turn it off and not scroll through Insta and Twitter.
You're so smart, Gordon.
I'm just saying it's
I think snoozing your alarm does not count. as,
right. Hitting
Yeah,
the
no,
end
you're right.
button does not count as scrolling. That's the same thing as turning off your alarm. No. Anyway. It is official. Red Lobster has filed for bankruptcy. The company said that it had more than $1 billion in debt and less than $30 million in cash on hand. Yep. It plans to sell its business to its lenders and will continue to close restaurants.
Wasn't it the all-you-can-eat shrimp bit that put them under?
I think it's the fact that the best item is what they've been giving away for free the entire time.
Great points.
You know how much I would have paid for those over the years? I do. I buy the mix all the time at whatever, Costco or Target. If they would have said every time you went to Red Lobster, they'd say, would you like biscuits? They're $40. I'd say, put me down for 2.
Yeah.
Here's
the biscuits
80.
whale.
Yeah, it's the best thing there. They gave them to you for free. And they were endless. Could we...
Well, not anymore.
Could we get more bread?
Turns out there's an end.
You guys have been here for 2 hours and haven't ordered yet.
Can I read you something from CNN.com? Last summer, Red Lobster made $20 endless shrimp a permanent menu item.
Man.
Endless shrimp was a successful annual limited time offer for 20 years, but the latest major shareholder, the Union, a Bangkok-based canned seafood company, saw the promotion as a way to sell off the mountains of shrimp it was catching and turn it into an everyday item. The change cost Red Lobster $11 million.
Wow.
Man, I don't know. Like if you go to a Red Lobster in Muncie, Indiana, do you feel like the seafood's fresh?
No.
'Cause I sure don't.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, you
For
can't.
sure. You just don't think about it.
But my guess is if you're going to Red Lobster in Muncie, Indiana, that's the greatest restaurant you've ever been to.
How dare I?
Right?
That
So
is
you think
the
that's a
fancy.
5-star?
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse kicks ass, too.
In a very related story, Marnie, scientists have found microplastics in human and dog testicles.
Say that again.
That's a related story.
What about
Microplastics. This is
Which
a story.
is
Small plastics?
Like the tiny plastics, yeah. Seems that no body part is safe from microplastics. In a recent study, Corey, researchers found traces of plastic in the testicles of both dogs and humans. Now, how did they did that?
How did they did that? And who is examining?
We said Indiana too many times. And Indiana Hawk came out.
It's like saying Beetlejuice. You say Indiana 3 times. And he goes, Indiana did that.
The potential health
that's
impacts
not
of this
good.
discovery are not yet clear, but the team suggested.
Oh, no.
So wait, without knowing the research, is it good to have plastic in your testicles or not?
Hawk?
Is it supposed to be in there? I don't think so.
Turn your head and cough.
No, Rosie.
I can tell you're looking at me, Marty. I'm not looking over there. I
Yeah.
can tell. I'm reading a news story. I really am reading a news story. Research was conducted by a scientist who was getting his freak on.
His freak on.
Professor John Yu.
What is going on?
And his team have long been interested in studying testicles. He had recently heard about research from a separate team that found microplastics in every human placenta.
Huh.
That made him curious and said, well, what about balls?
Say that.
I love that movie.
They decided to study
He's Bob.
doggies. They decided to study doggies because doggies live with people and have like similar exposure. Team analyzed just anonymous samples of them, and they found all kinds of microplastics in there. Man, microplastics.
That's incredible.
Well, it's tough, right?
It's tough.
It's tough. Man.
What are you going to do?
Well, maybe I don't know.
I'm just going to pretend you never said that story and just keep on going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to know
Talk about
how
it.
did
Here's
they
the
did that, and you told me.
Yep.
Here's the thing: I don't want plastic in my testes, but I don't want to use paper straws.
Yeah. Paper straws are terrible.
They're the worst things in the world.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna have to deal with plastics in your testes. And that's
Button bar.
that's how it's.
Can I make that the podcast title?
Because you use a strange accent doesn't mean it's not going on the button.
Correct.
No one will recognize.
We'll be debating whether that's Charger PA or Marnie
Yeah.
or some other random.
It sounds like a PA thing.
It does.
Yeah.
On Sunday, an ambulance in Canada collided with a moose.
Oh man.
Oh.
It's like the most Canadian thing.
That's
This is the most
Like an
Canadian
animal.
thing ever. the ambulance that collided with a moose was responding to another moose collision. True story. So,
Wow, man.
on the way to help a moose, that's a hard word, is moose collision. I don't know why I'm struggling with that.
It's a great
It's okay.
band.
Nobody will
collision.
rip you for it.
I'm poxed on myself
before.
and then hit another moose.
Let's go.
Those things
remember-
are just
They're gigantic.
humongous.
Do you guys
That
remember
mark.
last week when Brilliant. Do you guys remember last week when I told you about how I saw that deer get hit? And then I said that the guy was going like 85 miles an hour. So on Saturday morning, Kelly and I are driving up north to go see my mom for her birthday. And we're on 94.
I don't care.
Right in Rogers. And a deer is on 94. And we saw it get smoked by a car. And then it had to like slowly try to get to the other end. It was unbelievably
fare.
sad. Car just kept going.
Oh, it did. Oh,
Just
I thought
kept
maybe
going.
we got smacked.
No, car kept going.
An exchange of insurance information.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But it was sad to see the deer.
So you're telling me that deer missed your mom's birthday party?
Yeah. But it was just weird that
Can I ask you a
in a
question?
week I've seen it twice.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, Daddy.
Was there plastic in its testicles?
I didn't get that close to it. But I saw it get
You see
just
that happen, though.
smoked
That's-
by a car, and the car kept driving, and the thing's back
weather
legs
knows.
didn't work.
Yeah,
that
I'm
bad.
sure the car didn't come out that well.
No, it just kept going though. Kept driving down 94.
Well, I mean, what are
Well,
you
stop
supposed to
and give it mouth to mouth?
do?
Is it raining out there?
yeah, it's
You're supposed to
pouring.
throw it in the back of the car, and then it's going to wake up later in
Yeah.
your trip,
Well
and it's
played.
going to be hysterical.
It's going to be very
Yeah.
funny.
So you're just going to have to deal with plastics in your testes.
Oh, thanks, Delta.
What is that?
I don't know who that was.
Listen to Dolly Parton over there. We have a flash flood watch.
Oh, yeah, that's bad out. Going to be.
Well,
It's going to be an interesting day, especially if you're
tomorrow.
down in the Rochester area and then
Why
even
is it-
further
can I
south.
ask- can I ask a question?
Sure.
A weather question, Zacho, that you might know the answer to, or Beady Eyes over there, who's tired of me talking.
Not just me.
Call me old BJ. Belinda Jensen.
Go ahead.
Why is there always bad weather in Rochester? Like when we get a snowstorm, it's always like Rochester's going to
part.
get the worst of it.
I mean, I think it's called confirmation bias or something. I don't know.
What's that mean?
That means you expect it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you
Yeah.
heard a bad storm happen in
Yeah.
Rochester and then it just stuck in your brain.
No, but like all the time when we get these snow totals, it's always like Rochester's going to get 70 inches of snow.
now, if
even
you
close to
actually start this coming up winter logging the snowstorms in Minnesota, you will find that it's not true. It's just that you're
Yeah.
paying attention to that, and you're like, Rochester again? Or sorry,
Southern Minnesota.
Rochester. Corey, do it.
Most of our systems go to Iowa, it seems like.
The snow is going to Rochester.
That is the worst meat sauce impression of all time.
That's me doing.
Are you
doing
constipated?
meat sauce.
No,
Man.
that was, what was the wrestler's name?
Macho Man.
Macho Man
Yeah.
Randy Savage.
Did you see the thing I sent you yesterday where he once yelled at me and Gene Okerlund, your mustache is crooked?
Yeah, I did. Brilliant. By the way, real quick, the show's over, but hats off to Explore Minnesota for using "Bring Ya Ass" as
Yeah,
their slogan.
no kidding.
I mean, come on, that's
That is
cool,
really
right?
cool.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
it's great.
Bring
of
your
course.
ass.
They didn't
Enjoy
waste
it.
any time.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Enjoy
not
it.
only does that redirect to Explore Minnesota, but it's on their main page
Yeah.
at exploreminnesota.com. It basically shows a nice picture of what Minnesota has to offer, and it just says "Bring
Love it.
ya ass."
Love
That's
it.
funny, man.
So-
Why not?
I was
Somebody had
just
a sense of
looking at
humor.
a post from the 3M Open where Charles Barkley was part of the celebrity match in 2021.
So he's been
That was
here
3 years
multiple
ago.
times.
Yeah,
So
no
what he's
idea.
saying is he's
Come
not.
on, Chuck.
I don't think he's saying then when he said he hasn't been here in 20 years. He's not saying he doesn't like Minnesota. He just says we're not memorable enough to remember.
right.
He's been here multiple times, completely wiped it from his mind. I think we're lovely.
Yeah, I like it.
I
You're
love
solid.
us.
It's
Solid
great.
state.
Yeah, happy May 21st, Rosie.
Just don't go
Yeah,
to
it is May
Rochester
21st.
because it's always snowing.
And happy birthday, Andrea.
Marge, we'll see you Friday for initials.
I will be here Friday, yes.
You'll be here Friday. Rosie, we'll see you tomorrow to
Yes, sir.
preview Game 1, Western Conference Finals.
Can't wait.
Let's
Oh. 9 to noon, featuring The Prowler is next, right here on The Fan.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too have a